And Griffith Unicom, this is 02 Charlie. Radio check, please.
Loud and clear.
Thank you very much.
Have a great flight.
Oh, we plan to. Alright, this is your, basically, your airplane here. We've got our airspeed indicator. That lets us know how fast through the air we're going, and I'm going to explain this as we're rolling here. Okay? And then this is our attitude indicator. This lets us know in the airplane where we are relative to the ground and all the situations around us. This is our altimeter. This lets us know, obviously, how far up in the air we are, but it's measured by mean sea level. So right now, we're about 630 feet sea level. So above the sea, and then we'll go up from there, and so we always subtract our ground level from what our attitude is, and then we know how far above the ground we are. These two here are what we tune our VORs into and are used for navigation, our OBSs, and then our vertical speed indicator lets us know how fast we're climbing, how fast we're descending. This is our directional gyro that does the job very similar to what the compass does, but it shows it right here, and it's a little bit easier to read, and it doesn't have the bouncing back of compass here and so on. Our turn coordinator, and then obviously we have our left fuel tank, right fuel tank here, oil pressure, fuel pressures, our master switch, fuel pump, anything in the red you don't want to touch ever. You gotta just be careful about those. And then your switches here for our lights and our ambient air supply and pitot heat and throttle mixture. Obviously this is our yoke here, is what we call our yoke, and we don't turn with that, we turn with our feet. So see how I turn the airplane right here with my feet, and that's using the rudder pedals, and then it also has brakes in the toes. This actually is what we use to turn the airplane, or actually rotate the airplane on our longitudinal axis. It's our ailerons. See the ailerons going up there, and then up here, and then obviously when we pull back, if you can look, you can see that our elevator will go up and will go down. Up and then down right in there. So these are our main instruments, and we coordinate when we roll the airplane with it using the ailerons. We roll it into the turn, then we coordinate it so we don't get the slipping or skidding with our rudder pedals, and then that brings the airplane around so that it rolls into that turn. And then once it's in that turn, this will actually be neutralized, and it will stay in that turn until we take it out. Okay. So airplanes like to do what you want them to do, as long as you fly them right. What we're going to do now is what we call a run-up, and we're going to check up on all the engine and some of the instruments of the aircraft before we go ahead and take our flight. All right, and in the airplane I like to do a four-flow check, and that's our windsock. So we're looking at our windsock. All right, and we got winds out of the southwest there, so our windsock, and then we look at our heading. So we adjust that to what our runway is, which is runway 260. So our windsock, our heading bug, and then we look for traffic once again, and clouds, which clouds are pretty much clear. So that four-flow check, we're good there. Fuel pump's on, and we're set to go. So power's coming on, set to full, and we're on takeoff. Airspeed's coming alive. And rotation.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
Wow.
See the world from a different perspective here.
This is so cool. Wow.
Oh my goodness. I'm doing great.
Alrighty, good.
Wow.
And Griffith traffic, this is Piper Warrior 02 Charlie departing the pattern to the west. Griffith.
Southwest 982, midway tower, runway 22 left, line up and wait.
Is it beautiful?
Southwest 982, midway tower. South 982, runway 22 left, line up and wait. Southwest 1870, contact approach.
Now, we used to have an airport right along here. It was called Meigs Field. Okay? So right up here to the northwest here, you can see a little strip of it. You can see what the remaining part of it was. It was called Meigs Field. It was one of the best airports around to land in, and unfortunately I was too young to have gotten my license and have flown it, but a lot of the older guys, older pilots around the area I talked to said it was a blast. You could literally fly in there and then walk to downtown or catch a taxi downtown and have a lot of fun. But soon after 9/11, Mayor Daley, the wonderful fellow, decided to come in there illegally one night in the middle of the night, took bulldozers and bulldozed it up with airplanes on the field and everything. Bulldozed big old X's in the field illegally and shut her down. Really? They had to take off on the taxiways just to get the airplanes that were on the field out of there.
Wow, that's horrible.
Yeah. His reasoning just didn't want it, huh?
Yeah, he wanted to turn it into a park and name it after his wife or something like that. Something crazy like that, but anyway, it was a sad thing because once an airport goes, we never get them back, you know.
Yeah.
So
right.
it's I guess politics at its best.
Right.
Chicago politics at its best, anyway.
You know what? Can I take my seatbelt off?
Yeah, as long as we get it attached back before we land,
okay.
I'll just remind you right before you land. So yeah, you can take it off and get all the shots you want out of that side, and then I'll be turning around here in a while, and we can get the shots on the way back as well.
You're a very brave individual.
Yeah, just be careful with a little bit of the bounces that you don't hit your head or anything like that. So. Obviously, you can see Navy Pier right there, and Soldier Field, and all the other landmarks that make Chicago great. I'd say Chicago's one of my favorite cities in all the world.
210 at 15, traffic
so different up here.
Arrival, runway 22 left, clear to land. Southwest 1012, contact departure. Trailblazer 440,
Cosmic very expensive to maintain an airplane.
Parallel traffic's on a mile final for the parallel as well. Turn left heading 140, runway 22 right at November, clear for takeoff. So 245 midway tower, citation traffic on a 5.5 mile final. Traffic departs the parallel runway and holds in position on the parallel runway 22 left. Line up and wait.
Now, do you have your own airplane?
Actually, I used to have a couple airplanes. I had a Cessna 150 and a Cessna 172, but once I got my commercial rating and my flight instructor rating, then I went ahead and I just used the other people's airplanes. So it works for me.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try to bring you back again as close to the shoreline as we're allowed to go, and you can try to get some shots from this way.
Excellent.
There's Chicago right there.
Falcon 783, Foxtrot Sierra, turn right heading 250, runway 22 right at November, clear for takeoff.
I didn't realize you could get this close to it.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Doing all right back there?
Yep.
You're doing pretty good with as much camera. Sometimes people will get sick when they're shooting so much through their lens and then bouncing around. But we're getting a little warm, so I turned the heat down a little bit. But if you are getting cold, let me know, and I'll turn that heat back up for you.
I tell you, get out on a boat sometimes, you get motion sickness bouncing around, you know.
14 traffic's on a 3.5 mile final, runway 22 left, line up and wait.
Yeah, Navy Pier right there, Mary.
I see, it's gorgeous.
My wife loves going downtown to, she likes the shopping in the restaurants.
Okay. 3,000 feet.
We're going tonight to, where's that place, Mary?
Signature room.
The signature room?
Oh yeah, I've been there. That's right there off of our wingtip. That's where you'll be tonight.
That big, the one with the towers?
Yeah, the 2 towers right there.
Okay.
Right there. So it's literally right off our wingtip.
Wow.
That's where you'll be.
Never been there, so.
Yeah.
It's our 18th anniversary, so we said, well.
Wow, well, congratulations. That's a huge feat right there, especially nowadays.
Yeah, thank you.
Romeo Lima, midway tower, caution wake turbulence for the 737 on a 3.5 mile final, number 3 for runway.
My wife and I will be 2 years in July.
Wow, great. Congratulations.
So we got a ways to go to get to you guys, but it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there was where mixed field used to be.
Okay.
75 Romeo Lima, turn left towards the midway now, please.
This is just amazing.
It's gorgeous.
614, contact departure, maintain 3,000 feet.
Man.
Citation 0 Echo Sierra, stay parking.
Such views.
0 Echo Sierra,
All right.
left, contact ground.
Have you ever gotten to fly over like the Smoky Mountains or anything?
Not yet. I've flown all the way
75 affirmative
from
clear to land, wind 200.
from here to the Bahamas and to Haiti and Providenciales and all the way through there, but haven't gone out to. I had a chance to go out to California, but it just didn't work out with my schedule and everything. So
You flew in a
wasn't able
plane
to.
like this to Bahamas and stuff?
Oh yeah.
Get out of
Yeah.
here. I bet that took a little while.
Romeo Lima, stay parking.
Yeah. Gary Tower, this is Piper Warrior 01 Charlie.
Warrior 01 Charlie, Gary.
Yeah, this is 02 Charlie. We're just to the northwest of your airspace, and we're at 2,000, and we're just going to be cutting along the west side of your airspace at 2,000, headed south.
Warrior 02 Charlie, your transition approved, current altimeter 299er2.
299er2, 02 Charlie.
And Gary Tower, India Bravo, Oscar November, ready to go 20 VFR westbound.
Cessna Bravo, Oscar November, on course approved, runway 20, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, India Bravo, Oscar November.
You looking for another plane?
Yeah, he just took off of runway, the runway there in Gary, and he should be climbing out.
That was for Twin Cessna Bravo, Oscar November, Warrior traffic. Your Twin Cessna is right at your left window now, 2,100 westbound.
Inside Bravo, Oscar November.
Bravo, Oscar November, maintain visual separation.
Roger, Bravo, November.
I need to hear you say the words, you will maintain visual separation.
We will maintain visual separation.
Cessna Bravo, Oscar November, thank you. Warrior 02 Charlie, that traffic has you in sight and will maintain visual separation.
Thank you very much, 02 Charlie. Oh, you got a nice place there.
Thank you. Wow.
Wow.
Rental Jet Flight 4, I take us 5 mile final for runway 9.
Illinois Valley traffic, helicopter 240, CFI support in southwest, about landing. Direct to the ramp, elevator.
That was
All right, I'm going to
awesome.
crank it around so you can get it off to your side if you'd like.
Okay, cool.
I'll try to get her positioned back around.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. I lost our house.
I'll get it back in on the wing. I know where it is.
Okay.
Mary's like, it took us forever to find it. Now we lost it.
Once I have it from the air, I have it.
Oh, wow.
I'll keep it. So
Wow.
it's going to be right off of your right wing here in just a bit.
Right above that whole patch of trees.
So,
Exactly.
At some point, if I could do a little something, I'd
Yeah.
appreciate it.
That'd be great. Go ahead and keep this just straight and level and keep us right on course. See this heading? 270, 280, 290. Just keep us on a 290 heading. It's wanting to turn a little bit to the right, so just keep the wings level and keep that in the bank. And see, keep it right on that heading right there. So if you start going off of the heading, you just go. When we start climbing a little bit, just push the nose forward just a slight little bit. All right? And Griffith traffic, this is Piper Warrior 02 Charlie. We're 7 nautical miles to the southeast inbound for landing. Griffith. On downwind, our carb heat on as required, a beam point, power set to 1700 RPMs in the white arc, 10 degrees of flaps, 80 knots, trim as required, 45 to point of landing, turn base, on base, 25 degrees of flaps, 70 knots, turn final, 40 degrees of flaps, 65 knots, and come in and do a good landing. So you got that?
Yep.
Excellent.
Let me know when I'm going to go ahead and take a nap and let me know when we're done, all right?
Yeah, right.
He's like, something like that. Hey, look it. He's a natural born pilot right now. Dude, you need to go for your pilot's license there.
Don't convince me.
Keeping it straight and level and everything, Chris. All right, let's keep on our heading here of 290. Oops. We don't want to cut into the Gary's airspace before we get in.
Wow, this is amazing.
Yes.
And setting up for our pattern altitude, which is 1,600 feet here. Then we'll set up for our left downwind for runway 26. Landing lights are coming on, fuel pumps coming on, anti-collision lights on. And Griffith traffic, this is Piper Warrior 02 Charlie. Turn left downwind for runway 26, Griffith.
We had train on the tracks, Mary.
Uh-huh.
And bringing our throttle back, we're just to the end of the runway. Power back, nose down, and starting our descent down. And Griffith traffic, this is Piper Warrior 02 Charlie, turning left base for runway 26, Griffith. 10 degrees flaps coming in, first notch. Looking for traffic over here on our right, looking clear on the right. And go ahead and turn in our final. And Griffith traffic, this is Piper Warrior 02 Charlie. Turn and final, runway 26 will be full stop, Griffith. And another these flaps.
That was so smooth.
Well, thank you.
I thought
Try to keep it that way.
I thought it was going to be rough.
I did too.
I'm like getting ready to grab a hold of it.
All right, flaps coming up, and we'll back taxi. Griffith traffic, this is Piper Warrior 2102 Charlie, back taxi runway 26, Griffith.
Wow. That was awesome.
That was just phenomenal.
Yes, it was.
I have a feeling you'll see us again.
Good. I had fun with it. Yeah, the kids would love it for sure.
Yeah.
As well, and let me know when you want to start taking lessons there too.
Man, that'd be cool. Can you rent planes if you had a license?
Oh yeah. Yeah, we've got all kinds here. We've got the Cessna 150, they're good trainers, and then we have the Warrior, obviously, that we're flying in now, and then you can go all the way up and fly twins. We have 3 different twins, the Seneca, we have the Duchess, those are once you get up bigger. But we have the 150, 152s, 172s, and the Warriors. So, and they're all available, especially to our students or people that have graduated from the program as well. And you can join the club.
How expensive is it?
This is Piper Warrior 02 Charlie, clear of runway 26 Griffith.